I see. This is the third Nostrovini I'm putting online from different perspectives of my personality. Anyway, Curse of the Mambimbo. Apparently, I'm not familiar with the game. The mayor, such as he is, was touched by one of the mascots of this baseball team. Um, it seems that this is cursed, as the mayor is cursed for a variety of reasons, with being a constant loser for 10 games, which I suspect the mayor will be constant loser, excuse me, for the next 4 years, as we all will be under his glorious stupidity. Seems the man's a Marxist and a socialist and a communist and anti-Semite also thrown in to the drink. And his followers, they try to sift through things that, from the river to the sea doesn't mean no Jews in between. I'm not Jewish, my friends. The Jews won that civil war fair and square in 1948. Yes, and they don't want much, really. I mean, Israel won't expand into half the continent as Iran wants to do. Anyway, Curse of the Bambino. They're trying to take it off, and it's not working. Maybe we'll all get lucky, and he'll be different. He'll be deported for illegally suggesting that he was not what he was when he went on his papers to become an American citizen. I think you should at least love this country and one of its tenets of free speech and also having guns, which back up the concept of free speech. It's only the government having guns hasn't worked out that well. Anyway, talking about a noise, this is a post, by the way, anybody who's not familiar. News place to the New York is becoming a rather noisy place. Um, Discos. Oh my God, I've just dated myself 40 or 50 years to my youth. Discotheque. Yeah, I was a child well, I was 8 when discotheques came out in 68, but still. Anyway, getting back to subjects and not my obsession with my age. Um, let's see. Where was I? I'm being derailed by my own cognitive deficits. No, no, no. The city is becoming very noisy because it's the young people who are subsidized by their parents, by the way, and frequently communists and socialists, by the way. Although being subsidized by your parents is sort of a socialism. Yes, the rich socialist communists, amazing. They're at war with those rich capitalists who want to earn their own living. See, the communists want to be subsidized all the way. It's by both their parents and by the city. Hmm. Not that the conservatives don't have their own faults. Ben Shapiro said, if you can't afford to live in the city, maybe you shouldn't deserve to live in the city, which disenfranchises all those who kept around in the city when it was at its worst. And of course, it's like, thank you, ma'am. Now get out of town. Benny, Benny, Benny. Don't give capitalism a bad name. You give capitalism a bad name, bad name. Don's telling off the Pope. Now I'm half Catholic and half Protestant, so I'm all mixed up. Half the time I say, don't you say to our Pope, he's the vicar of God. And then half the time I'm saying, oh my God, that corrupt bastard. Well, he is corrupt in mind, if not in body. Pope Leo apparently thinks that we should let all unlimited immigration to the country. Maybe he's thinking long term. He's thinking in 100 years they'll all be Catholics or Christians, and certainly not Christians because part of the Catholic Church, much of them becoming the city or the state or the government or the country are of the Catholic persuasion. Ah, the long-term battle. Thinking ahead. Ah, no, but Pope, Leo, you're a liberal and you're from Chicago. That counts as out your direct orders from heaven. Probably give God a hard time. Argue with him all the time. Pope Leo, don't tangle with our Trump. He truly is the instrument of God, a tool that to be used. Ah, yes, you see the double entendre, don't you? Is he God himself, instrument of God, or a tool of God? Aren't we all vessels and tools of gods and the God? Let's finish. Don't rush me to end war. Don't rush Donald to end war. It's going damn well. We killed most of the mullahs and of the leadership quality who orchestrated the October 6th attack. And most of the people who were terrorizing the Middle East for the last 50 years are dead. Now we're having the weaker team, and we'll kill them too as we negotiate with them. I think it's an interesting way to negotiate. I have to say, it's we'll blow you up. You just go with the flow. Of course, they've been blowing us up for years and injuring our soldiers. So I guess terror turnabout is fair play. They're at war with us, we're at war with them. At least it's out in the open now. LGBTQ call P is going to open up a some sort of club on the Red Sea. No, no, no. LGBTQ club. You're going to get the God of Wrath there. He's just waiting. You're actually pointing yourself out to him. You know, being lost in the multitude, you may not be killed. But you do set a den of iniquity, and we know it will be an iniquity. In the right, and it's like, no, this is a man, and I believe he is a man, who destroyed half the population of Egypt, killed, let them put a plague. And he gets going. He's, my God, my God. You know, the God of wrath. And then you're saying, no, no, if he's Jesus, it won't work out that way. I don't think you see a split personality. There's the Son, the Fun, the Holy Ghost, and the old guy. And the old guy has bad aim. Most did. Sins a staff for City Hall. A man is going to join City Hall who claimed he was being marginalized because he was gay. I believe people who should not be hired because of gayness. Just because you like show tunes and you like men doesn't mean that you are different than me or other people. You in the cage have too much power. I'm telling you. They are behind everything. Literally, they would like to be. House will appeared. Swollen. No, it's a boys' club there. And a girls' club, potentially. People are grabbing each other by the. My God. It's like Caligula's Court or Wall Street in the 80s. Stop it. Don't be naughty. Have some dignity. And if you're going to do the hoopy-doo, don't do it in the halls of Congress. Go be decent and do it outside the halls of Congress. You know, they had a young woman. She was having an affair with a congressman, a Republican congressman. Usually I don't tell on the Republican because I have a bias. And she lit herself on fire. Now, you can look at this way in certain ways. If a woman's unstable enough to set herself on fire when the relationship doesn't work out, it becomes too pressurized, you obviously have a very bad judgment of people, Mr. Congressman. That alone should obscure you, or whatever. I'm trying to use big words there. I'm not trying to. You're obscuring the situation. You're insane and stupid. woman lights herself on fire because the relationship's not working out. Like some Buddhist monk in 1960. Look it up. Google it. Dim's ideas lead to waste. Oh, of course they do. They it's graft. It's graft and money laundering in the whole Democratic Party. God, he's gonna do jail time. He is set up a COVID hoax. Now wants to give his kidney to his aged mother. Although she looked pretty good, I thought. God is Italians, they age well sometimes. The M16 goon. I caught an M13 goon. Of course, Democrats will say he had a nice family. Yes, he killed them, and he killed other people's families too. These are bad people. They should not be here. Ah, hell on wheels. More people who should be on here. Here, they had these Arabs, or at least they dressed like Arabs, with Arab headdresses, a Palestinian garb of camouflage, and they were doing wheelies, popping wheelies, and destroying this neighborhood, doing wild things. Oh, bad foreign people who come to the country is such some mischievous. Ah, this is outrageous. They're taking children, pubescent children, and castrating them. Our government is doing that. Our school system is doing that behind the parents' back. Even if parents was agreeable to such an atrocity as castrating children, they shouldn't do it because it's the evil way. It's evil. The only way you're supposed to do things like that is something's wrong, not if something's right. Because you brainwash them to not know their own sexuality. My God. What's this? Forced evasion. A man was running from the police. He died. He was doing something bad. Don't run from the police and you won't die. After the car chase because of drug addiction. He died of an overdose. Apparently, a liberal would think that we should let him go so he could survive somehow because we need more junkies driving and um, robbing people. Ah, man, the USA versus Cuba. We have Cuba at last. It was 15. It's actually as long as I've been around. For 66 years, we've been in war with Cuba. And now we have them on the ropes. So they've lost all their benefactors. Cuba will once more be the gem of the Caribbean and run by Cubans in the United States of America. God bless America. If only I could visit Cuba in its heyday. Another place that has to face reality, LA and California, are being run into the ground by the liberals. And they're incompetent, fanatical bunch. Fanatical bunch about them staying in power, fanatical bunch about their little misguided philosophy. Oh, we can't do anything because it'll disturb the penguins, the vulnerable animal kingdom. No, 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 no. Those animals have been disturbed all their lives by everything. You just want to have power. What is an ice dog? The rich, probably liberals, are paying millions of dollars to have jewelry put on their dogs. Oh, the dog doesn't even know it's wearing jewelry. He probably thinks it's just a leash, a form of keeping control of them, which actually jewelry is fake. Oh, yeah. Women can, women, I just saw a commercial in which a woman said the greatest love she could have is for herself, and then she sent herself jewelry. Narcissism, thy name is woman. Then you wonder why you're not gods, or not the head god. Stop punishing success. People who have their beat together should not be punished and robbed by those who don't. It goes against nature. Keep those image folly, yes. The GOP should not let everybody into the country to have full rights. Freedom of speech is for Americans, born and bred here, or gotten here by a system that says, "Do you love America?" And if you don't, be on your way. Anyway, you're into the Batman, da 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 Batman. And do this the other way. Batman.